Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with the Radiants. In the last one, we let Professor Balin in on the creepy notes we were getting and that we thought it might be Dex. And we also have a Saturday meeting with Arian coming up. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it's time for today's elective. Calligraphy. In magical calligraphy, pens and brushes are often chosen for their symbolic and energetic properties. For example, some practitioners may use a wand as a pen, while others may use a quill made from a certain bird feather. We spent time learning about different types of pens and brushes and how to choose the right tool for different types of magical calligraphy. Okay. I awake bright and early on Saturday morning. Well, early for me. Rayla gives out a soft groan of protest as I move about the room. Guess it's also early for her as well. For some reason, Arian thought it would be a good idea to do a weekend lesson, but I'm not complaining. I've been interested in learning more from him. Our last lesson was a lot. When it's time, I wait outside my dorm building. Students are milling about everywhere, enjoying the cool morning weather. When Arian finally arrives, striding casually around the lawn, he catches the attention of every student in the area. Groups of interested students stare shamelessly, giggling and whispering amongst themselves. Aside from the few times he's substituted for Professor Balin in an Azurite class, I haven't really seen him out in the wild. He sticks out like a sore thumb, as if he doesn't belong here with all the regular students. He nods at me as he approaches, holding 2 cups in his hand. Good morning, Miss Ash. Are you ready? Behind me, I hear the group of staring students whispering feverishly between each other. I look back and they immediately stop. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. I nod towards the cup he's carrying. What are those? Oh, right. I made some coffee. I thought you might like this one as well. Thanks, I definitely need it this early in the morning. It's not that early. It is when I usually sleep in on weekends. It just occurred to me that we aren't walking towards his office. In fact, why did he come to my dorm instead of meeting me in our usual place? Where are we going? To the old library. Why didn't we just meet there? He glances at me, one eyebrow raised. You've only been there once, Miss Ash. You are certain to lose your way there. Do you not remember our first meeting? Of course I do. I had gotten lost and Arian had to show me the way back to the dorms. However, he doesn't know I've been to the old library more than once. But that was weeks ago. I know my way around now. Do you? Well then, which direction do we need to go to get to the old library? I stop in my tracks and Arian stops alongside me. We go that way. I point towards the building to the left, pretty sure I'm right. Color me surprised, Miss Ash. It seems I have underestimated you again. I beam with satisfaction and we continue our stroll towards the old library. We arrive at the old library and just like before, it is quiet and empty. Why did you decide to continue our lessons? You know Professor Balin only signed me up for 4 weeks of private study. You just made a breakthrough in our last lesson. I couldn't possibly let you stop now. Oh yeah? I guess I'm glad I was able to impress you at least once. What makes you think you haven't impressed me before? Well, you're not exactly easy on criticism. Miss Ash, I am hard on you because I see great potential in you. You do? Despite how you began your journey at Sarenvale, despite being thrown into an impossible situation, you never gave up. You accepted your fate head on. You aren't afraid of failure. I suppose failure is a very human trait. We suffer so much failure throughout our lives, we kind of become immune to it. I've never met another human before, but I admit that the stories are not kind. Hey, a lot of that is propaganda. Humans aren't perfect, but we have our strengths. I'm beginning to see that. When I look towards him, I'm hit with that intense gaze of his. That gaze has the ability to intimidate and thrill me at the same time. But don't think it means I will go easy on you. No, of course not. I look forward to your continued verbal lashings. He gives a small laugh at that, and I laugh along with him. Then, shall we begin? We start with various trainings that I'm familiar with, warming up with my once-loathed visualization exercise. I'm still not a fan, but I've begun to realize the benefits of exercising my mind this way. Do you want to try Mind Probe again? Really? What if I, knock you over again? I'll be ready for you this time, Miss Ash. Okay then, if you're sure. This time I'm going to visualize something a bit more complex. Since we've already discovered you have the ability to find simple symbols, let's see if you can pull one of the images from these cards. It's the same deck we used in Azurite class. I'm not sure I'm ready to add on more complexity to this exercise, but I trust Arian's judgment. Same as last time, picture my mind like a door to be opened. Don't be afraid to push it open. I thought that this process might be easier this time, but I was wrong. Despite knowing what I have to do, moving towards my mental target still feels like a Herculean task. But unlike last time, I have a sense of determination, knowing that I can eventually get there. However, after a few moments, something changes. My mind's eye seems to shimmer, and I catch glimpses of another scene, different than my mental landscape of a far-off doorway. I look around, seeing that the fabric of my vision is tearing, a dark swirling vortex flooding in through the cracks. I must let out an audible gasp because I hear Arian's voice, though it sounds impossibly far away. Miss Ash? The sky continues to dissolve around me until I'm almost completely blanketed in darkness. The door is still there, however, so I continue to move towards it. I can feel my breathing quicken, but I don't stop. I'm almost there. This time, when I reach the door, I don't have to push it open. It opens for me. But I don't like what I see on the other side. I see Arian, looking impossibly beautiful, but also impossibly cruel. A sense of dread floods through me. Whatever this is, I know it's not good. This Arian is not the Arian sitting across from me. He is... Heather! My eyes fly open. Arian! You were breathing irregularly. Where did you go? How can I explain what I just saw? How do I put that into words? When I don't answer, Arian returns to the seat across from me. I think we may have pushed you a bit too far. No, that's not it. It's completely fine, Miss Ash. This is only your second attempt. The more complex image may have been too much too soon. He tosses the card on the table. It's an image of a field of wheat and a windmill. Definitely not what I saw. How about we call it a day? It's early enough that you still have plenty of weekend free time. Yeah, okay. I leave the room in a bit of a daze. Is what I saw a vision of the future? That ominous feeling I had when I saw Arian's face. That can't be the future. It must have some other meaning I can't decipher. I need something to get my mind off of this. What should I do today? Okay. So, let's look at our stuff. Our endurance is good. Maybe quickness. Or composure. Or should I try to get these up to at least 50? Let's kind of look around. Quickness and composure might be good. That would be logic. Charm, I'm not worried about. Mine's room's control. Demerits. Okay. Let's go to the class building. That's quickness, so we could do that. Academics. Power. We might come back for quickness. Oh, that was the dorm. So we want to go winter. It's endurance. Oh, that would be composure. And let's just check out the summer quad. Insight. Merits. Force. Okay, let's head back and do quickness. The spring courtyard seems to be the prime place for the more athletically inclined students of Sarenvale. I can see why. The weather here is breezy and mild, and the copious amounts of flowers make for nice scenery. I see many students jogging around the flowered paths, others are simply stretching in the soft grass. Is that perhaps a yoga class going on over there? Suddenly, I'm feeling like a jog myself. There's just something about this place. I start out slow, not knowing my way around the winding paths. Finally, I begin to pick up speed. The wind whips pleasantly against my face and I feel exhilarated. Until I crash straight into someone. Whoa, I'm sorry. Whoa, hey, easy there, Speedy. Kai, are you up for a jog too? You bet, it's my favorite pastime, and this place is perfect for it. It would only be better if I could run in the forest surrounding the school. Why can't you? Supposedly it's dangerous, but I'm pretty sure that's hearsay. Anyway, if you want to jog around here without knocking people down, how about you follow me? Sounds like a decent plan. Alright, let's go. Running with Kai leading the way is a surprising improvement. He obviously knows his way around the serpentine paths of the courtyard. Coming here was a great idea. I feel refreshed and energized and ready to take on the world. Okay, our quickness has increased. Okay, what should I do today? So I believe... Was endurance the other one I was looking at? No, composure. We want composure, I think. Where was composure? Maybe it was in this one? It wasn't... That was endurance. It was this one. I'm not sure why I thought exploring the long empty corridors of the empty wing was a good way to spend my day, but here I am, alone in a dark hallway. All I know about the Winter Quad was that it was closed many years ago and that students are discouraged from wandering its halls. I guess my curiosity just got the better of me. I turn down the first corridor I come to, and immediately a chill washes over me. That's right, it's winter here. I should have brought a coat. However, this chill feels wrong. It's not like the brisk air you might feel on a winter day. I feel icy tremors all the way down my spine. I take a few more steps and stop short. Is that door over there pulsing? I should go back. Despite my alarm, I rush past the weirdly pulsating door and turn the corridor to find another impossibly long corridor. Someone could really get lost in here. The further I go, the stranger it gets. Icy waves periodically course through me, and I swear I hear someone whispering in my ear from time to time. Finally, when I reach my third or fourth turn in the labyrinthian passageways of the halls, I decide I've had enough. If I get lost in here, they may never find me. Luckily, I'm able to find my way back without too much trouble. I can't believe I actually made it. I rush out of the corridor, anxious to get away from that unnerving chill. I feel kind of proud I managed to keep my cool in that creepy place. Okay, composure. As I'm leaving the labyrinthian corridors of the Forbidden Wing, I notice something odd. Was that door I just passed open? Surely not. All the doors I've seen in this corridor so far have been locked tight. On closer inspection, I find that the door is indeed slightly ajar. Is someone in there? Hello? Anyone in there? No answer. Should I go inside? Yes. I have to see what's inside. What's the worst that could happen? Probably a lot. I push open the door and am disappointed to see that it's just an old classroom. It has clearly not been used in a very long time. The old desks are covered in dust and cobwebs. I'm not sure what I was hoping to find in here, but I can't help but feel a little deflated that there are no secrets behind this door. I turn around to leave and stop short. The door is missing. I rush over to the wall where the door should be and run my hand over its surface. Maybe the door is just hidden. But it's no use. I don't feel even a crevice where the door could be. It's just smooth, flat wall. How am I going to get out of here? I have more power than I do composure. Can I look at my stuff? Let's do power. I can probably find out more about this missing door if I touch the wall where the door should be. I place my hand on the smooth surface of the wall and am instantly flooded with flickering visions. A paranoid professor from a long time ago, he was sure the students would steal his books and artifacts. He was keeping something very important hidden in this room. But what? He placed an illegal runic spell on the doors so that it would only appear at certain times of day. However, there is a way to open the door manually, by reciting the runes carved onto the doorway. Sure enough, I see that there is a faint circle of runes where the door should be. I'm not sure how I missed them before. I can almost hear the old professor reciting the runes in my head as I run my finger over the etched symbols. I do exactly as my vision showed, reciting the runes clockwise from the top. After a moment, the circle of runes glows white and the door reappears. Yay, my power increased. I rush out of the door and into the darkened corridor. I have no idea what the old professor was hiding in that room, but whatever it is probably long gone now. Okay, so week 8. There's a quick knock at the door, and when I go to answer it, an energetic girl shoves a paper in my face. Sarenville Scryer is here. Read all about it. My first Sarenville party is this Friday. I was not much of a partier in my old life, but I'm a brand new person now. I find that I'm actually looking forward to this. No time for party planning now. It's time to choose this week's electives. Alright. So let's see. We would like... I guess we'll continue on the same path. Composure and quickness. Power control, all those. Okay, let's get back. So that's insight and theory, which I think we do want. Insight, theory, yeah. Okay, so we want astrology. Control and power we definitely want. Quickness and composure. Endurance and logic. Because I just don't think at this point I have enough time to get up. Academics, of which we have 0, charm, leadership, and force are all really low. And I'm thinking this and this might be the most important for us, but at least we would have something in every category like this. So while I'm interested in the other things, I don't think it's beneficial for us at this point to do different things. Time for today's elective class. We continue to learn more about how to interpret the birth chart in order to gain insights into a person's character, tendency, and life path. All right. Okay. Let's do our next elective. We continue to learn about the ancient method of divining by earth. Okay, and magic powers increased. Now that I've had a few days to pore over Sebel's journal, I need now more than ever to make plans to meet with Samina. I need to know if the former oracle really was being watched by her predecessor, and if he really had a warning for her. That warning could save my life, except for Samia might be involved. Sebel's last entry said she was going to meet with Samia, and I want to know all about that conversation. It is unlikely that Samia will visit Sarenvale until my final council assessment, and that is still weeks away. I can't wait that long. I need to find a way to reach out to her before then, and if anyone will know how to contact Samia, it's Professor Balin. You need to contact the council secretary? I have some questions that I think only Samia can answer. Professor Balin studies me for a moment. I'm really hoping he doesn't ask too many questions. Not because I don't trust the headmaster, but because I worry that expressing my fear will make me seem crazy, as everyone apparently thought Sebel was. I don't need anyone doubting my sanity yet, not until I can uncover the truth and prove that Sebel's fears were not unfounded. Thankfully, Professor Balin does not press the issue, though it is clear he knows more than he's letting on. We can send her a message, but I must warn you, Miss Almasi does not leave her work for just any reason. I had thought of this, of course. Every time I've seen Samia in the past, she appeared too busy for the likes of me, so I knew I needed something that would catch her attention. Tell her that I found Sebel's journal. The headmaster's eyes widen, and I know that he probably has a million questions about this new piece of information, but he recovers quickly. Ventus. Yes, sir. Please deliver a message to Miss Almasi at the High Court. Professor Balin scribbles something on the piece of parchment, and it disappears into the wisp's shining form. Of course, sir. The wisp is gone in a flash, and I wonder where he carries the parchment. Ventus will return to you if he gets a response. Thank you, Professor. Really. Anytime. Just be safe, Miss Ash. It's time for this week's club meeting. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end right here at the club meeting. It's a little early, but I don't want to get into this yet because I feel like it might go a little long. So yeah, I guess that's going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!